Hello everyone. Today we are going to see chapter number 24, Substances, Objects and Energy, part 2. Before we proceed to part 2, students are supposed to watch part 1. So let's begin. Let's see states of matter. Here you can see ice, water is running from the tap and water is boiling. The vapors you can see. So in all these three, water is the same, but water in first image is in solid form, that is in the ice form. In the second, from the tap, the water is in the liquid form, and vessel which is having water boiling, the water vapors are coming out, so vapor is in the gas form. That is, water is found in nature in three states: solid, liquid and gaseous. In all the three states, the individual particles of water remains the same. However, the arrangement of particles in each of these states is different. You can see here clearly, when water was in the ice form, how are the particles of water attached very closely to each other? You can see particles in solid. When water is in liquid form, how are the particles attached? Little loosely as compared to the solid. And water particles are in the gas form. How are they? They are far away from each other as compared to solid and liquid. In nature, every substance occurs in a specific state. Accordingly, that substance is called a solid, liquid or gas. For example, iron and coal are solids, coconut oil and petrol are liquids, while oxygen, nitrogen are gases. Let us understand what are substances and objects. Objects have a definite shape. Their parts are put together in a particular way. Objects are made from substances. Let's understand this. See, in the image you can see a table, you can see a bat, you can see wooden planks, you can see a chair. So all are these objects which are having definite shape. But these are made up of what? These are made up of wood and some metal. So the substances used to make these objects are wood and metal. So object is what you see, but that object is made up of what thing is called as substance. So here the substance is wood and also some metal. Therefore, here the objects are made up of metal and wood. Let's understand what is energy. Students, when we have ran a long distance, we feel tired. We have to stop. Here you can see both the girls were running. After some time, the blue dress girl stopped. This happens with us also. Why does it happen? After stopping, after some time, we again start to run. So what happens with us? That is, when we run, energy in our body is getting used. So once we are low on energy, we stop for some time. Then again, the energy is formed in our body and we can run again. That is, to run, to do some work, we need energy. That is the capacity of the body to do work. How much is our capacity? That much only work we can do. This happens with vehicles also. You have seen when petrol or diesel burns in a motor vehicle, energy gets released. When the petrol is finished or if it stops burning, the vehicle too stops running. When something burns, energy gets released in the form of heat. You have learned that in our body too, energy is obtained by burning of certain substances. You have seen many machines run on fuels. What are fuels? Fuels are coal, diesel, CNG, that is compressed natural gas, LPG, that is liquid petroleum gas, petrol are all the substances from which energy is obtained in the form of heat. When a person or vehicle moves, heat energy gets converted into motion. Energy in the form of motion is called kinetic energy. Now this kinetic energy can help us to do work. That is, work is possible because of kinetic energy. You can see, because of kinetic energy, we are able to obtain electrical energy, we are able to obtain light energy, we are able to obtain wind energy, thermal energy, sound energy. This all is possible because of motion. The energy is in the form of motion. Motion means what? Movement. For example, when the wind blows, the windmills turn and sailing boat and clouds move from one place to another. This work is possible only because of kinetic energy of the wind. Here in the image you can see, before the wind was not blowing, the sail was stand still, but when the wind started to blow, the sail started to move, right? In the second image you can see. So this is because of kinetic energy of wind. Let's see another example, that is electrical energy. Everybody knows this electrical energy. In your home, when fan rotates or when you use your TV, you switch on the button. So what you're doing, you are supplying the devices with electrical energy. So how this energy is obtained? This energy, that is electrical energy, is obtained in many ways. From the waste, from water, from coal, from windmills, from the nuclear power plants. So these are the ways by which we can obtain electrical energy. Summary. We learned that every substance we see around us is made up of minute particles. We can make different objects from the same substance. Then we saw substances are used in the solids, liquids or gaseous state. We learned that the capacity of a body to do work is called energy, and all the moving things have kinetic energy. Various forms of energy such as heat, light, sound, electricity are used to do different kind of work. Sunlight, wind and water are non-exhaustible source of energies. Non-exhaustible source of energy means the energy which never finishes. Such energies are sunlight, wind and water, which will never get exhausted. Exhausted means which are never going to finish. Such energies are called as non-exhaustible source of energies. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.